Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Coming at you from Rider Infusion, here to hopefully infuse you guys with some good riding content. And today's content is going to be a little bit different from my normal because we're not really doing like a safety video, not just doing a general ride video. I'm just kind of riding this morning on this, by the way, beautiful morning, and it's like, I think it's just under 80 degrees, and I mean the weather's perfect. So I thought to myself, well, why don't I go out for a ride and kind of show you guys some of the effects here with Hurricane Milton that just recently passed through Florida. And we were not, where I live, you know, we weren't like a direct hit from Hurricane Milton, but we were certainly affected by it. You know, no power, some trees down here and there, some of those white vinyl fences gone, as to be expected. But damage is really, really minimal where I'm at. So I just thought, why don't I head out somewhere closer to the water, closer to the ocean, because that's where you get more damage, not just from wind, but also with flooding. So yeah, that's where we're headed right now. We're headed out to kind of Placida, Boca Grande area, Englewood, towards there. And I just want to see and share with you guys what I see, what I find. I haven't been here yet since the hurricane, and it's been about 3 days or so. And so I just kind of want to check it out. See what the damage is outside of where I live, because like I said, my house is good, no damage to the house. You know, and I just kind of want to see how some of the other people were affected by it. More specifically, the people that are closer to the water. Now, you'll also notice a lot of these trees and brush are all like died out looking. They're all yellow. And that is actually from, in some areas, it's from storm surge where water has kind of rolled in from the ocean and salt water, and the trees just can't handle it, the brush can't handle it. And in some areas, it's actually just the wind carrying salt water. And that salt water ends up on all these trees, all these shrubs and whatnot, and they turn yellow. They can't handle that much salt. And so it is not nearly as green here as it normally is. It's very dead. The grass looks yellow and it's normally green. Everything just looks, it looks like it's fall, but you know, we don't really get fall here in Florida. And so it's almost like, you know, I'm somewhere further up in the States, and we're kind of experiencing that fall weather change, but that's really not it. That's all from the salt water, whether it being blown in or some areas being flooded. And we got a fellow motorcyclist up front, also probably doing the same thing as me, just riding and checking out some of the damage. This place got hit pretty bad with wind during Hurricane Ian back in 2022, but now I think the wind was less of a factor, less of a problem here, and storm surge was more of a problem. Yeah, look at this area right here. This is a mobile home park, I think is how you call them. And that place just got destroyed with Hurricane Ian back in 2022, and it never recovered. Closed down the gate, evacuated everybody, and it's been closed ever since. Look at that. People are out here fishing, having a good time, enjoying the good weather. That's what you gotta do. And looks like, oh dang, that fence is down. That fence came down with Hurricane Ian back in 2022, and now it's down with Hurricane Milton in 2024. Yeah, they had storm surge here for sure. I mean, some of these houses were standing in water, and you know, it sucks, but that's just what comes with living near the coast. You know, sometimes people think of Florida and hurricanes, and they're like, oh, you know, if there's a hurricane coming, you're gonna get flooded, you're gonna get blown away, but really, it's not the case. If you're at the coast, like this area right here, and this is not even the direct coast, you got a little bay in there, but if you're on the coast, it's not a matter of if it happens, it's a matter of when it happens. And if you live here for long enough, you're gonna see it happen. Things are gonna flood, things are gonna get blown away, and you gotta have good quality buildings, good quality structures in order for that to survive. And that's one thing that always kind of, I don't know, I think it's kind of odd. Not odd, but funny with how the news portrays hurricanes. The news always shows the most destructed areas, and the most destructed areas are always mobile home parks, homes that are just old, that have been out on the coast for a really long time. And by a long time, I mean like 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Because really this place hasn't seen anything, you know, this bad with storm surge for literally 80 years. It's been really well here. It's been really good here. But yeah, all this was flooded. I don't know how many feet of water were here on this roadway that we're on right now, but definitely had storm surge flooding here. That's for sure. And you can just kind of tell by the landscape, by trees and how yellow everything is, how dead everything is. Well, here's a couple trees that were down. Or cleared out. So far, all this area is much, much better than I had expected. Like by far. You know, you're looking at some of these videos coming out from North Carolina, Tennessee, whatever, I don't know, maybe South Carolina, but North Carolina I think especially, but it's just, that is major destruction. You know, that's just insane. That's just crazy to see and watch. That really, really changes, you know, cities and towns and areas and roads and infrastructure and everything. Florida, on the other hand, it's kind of built for this in a way. Not kind of, but it is really built for this. Florida's really flat around the coast and around the southern part, and water rolls in, water flows out, rolls out, and it's kind of gone. You still have all the roads, you know, you can still drive around, get from point A to point B. It's just not as bad as some of these videos and some of these areas that you see that like really just get everything flipped upside down, you know what I mean? That boat just sitting there. Oh dang, look at that. Who wants a pontoon boat? Sitting right there. Yeah, these marinas get hit hard. They really do. Anytime you get a boat sitting on the water or whatnot, and hurricane big enough comes through, that boat's gonna float away. Dang, more boats out there just sitting in places that they shouldn't be. I gotta say, I mean, just riding into the areas that I've rode into so far, at least so far, it's really not as bad as I thought it would be here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's great here. You know, there's a lot of the damage you can't see. A lot of the damage you can't see because it's with flooding, you know, and water gets in a house and, oh dang. Yeah, it's always the mobile homes, you know, it's always these dinky little structures that just honestly are not meant to be in Florida. I really think it shouldn't be allowed here. I think mobile homes should not be allowed in Florida. They're just not safe. They're always like a mandatory evacuation anyways. Like it, you know, if you live in a mobile home, you gotta evacuate. Because it's almost guaranteed you're gonna lose your home. A lot of debris and junk on the side of all these streets. A lot of it actually happened from Hurricane Helene, which was here about 3 weeks ago. And, you know, there was a lot of coastal flooding from that hurricane, and people started clearing out their houses and throwing away everything that's ruined. And then Hurricane Milton came by a couple weeks later. And so the work starts again. That's really just unfortunate that it's that way. Oh dang, this is the boat ramp that I would normally use. Well, I was actually thinking of heading out here today for a little boat ride along the coast just to check out some of the damage. So it's good to see that the boat ramp is good and accessible. If you want to live comfortably in Florida, you've got to have a well-built home. Got to have a well-built home, and you've got to have a good area that you're living in. And by good area, I mean, you know, not that like crime rate's low, but just elevation, where it sits in relation to water, what type of water. All that's really important. If you wanna live more comfortably in Florida, you gotta have that. Because if you don't, then it's just like you're playing Russian roulette. You know, it's all up until the next hurricane rolls by. You're gonna get some damage. You're gonna have to do repairs. You're gonna have to move out, spend more money, time, energy. It's just no good. I don't even know where I'm headed. Where am I going? Dude, I literally don't even know. I do not know where I am at. I'm just driving and not even paying attention. Alright, well, I just checked on the map. And there was a turn that I should have taken that I didn't, that I missed. So I'm going to go back there right now. Alright guys, stay safe. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next, hopefully more of a regular video where we talk about safety and stuff like that. Or actually, who knows? Maybe the next video I'll go out to, more of an impacted area and show you guys what I find there. Until next time, peace.